The views, information, or opinions expressed during the Blue Line podcast are solely those of the individuals involved and do not represent those of the agencies that we serve and its employees. Listener discretion is advised.
Eastbound on 13. 1422. Southbound on Clay. Southbound on Clay. Male white, all black. Black shorts, white hat. Stop running. Stop running on Matady. Stop running. Don't jump over the wall. Stop. Do not move. We got him down. We got him down. Taser. Send the boss for taser.
That's right, folks. It's time for the Blue Line Podcast, broadcasting live coast to coast from the Hybrid Armory Studios, giving you the facts and setting America straight with what it's really like behind the badge. Please welcome your friends and mine, the Blue Line Podcast.
What's up, everybody? I am Chris from Blue Line Podcast, accompanied by my lovely co-host over here, Devin.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good.
Excellent. This is going to be a pretty good show tonight. We have some really awesome stories and topics to go over. One of the things we'll be talking about tonight on Cop Topics is the former Burlington police sergeant charged with sexual assault reportedly happened while he was on duty. Keyword, folks, allegedly. Allegedly. Well, we all know his dirty ass did anyway, so. Besides that, we're talking about a school resource officer that's come under fire after she had used a taser to wake up a sleeping high school student.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's not, just wake him up and say, hey,
Who
man.
does that to a child?
Apparently this chick who's a former school resource officer. On the Blue Line Bowl, tonight we'll be talking about our text messages from a social app called IRL, which I believe stands for In Real Life, is being linked to sex trafficking. And behind the badge stories tonight, we'll be talking about somebody is hearing voices, children's voices, that is, in an empty house. Police go to check it out. Nobody's there. And next is we were stuck in a mental ward. That sounds interesting. I can't wait to read those. And, of course, tonight, following the end of End All Things, 14 reasons, folks. 14 reasons to get fired from being a corrections officer. That's right. We asked our friends, fans, listeners out there, submitted a question. Give me some reasons as to why people have been fired from your institution. And these answers are really good. They're funny.
I'm excited to hear.
Yeah, I am too. I can't wait. So we'll go ahead and start the show off with the story about the sergeant from Burlington here.
All right. Let's see. So it looks like Sergeant Matthew Baumhart was allegedly, our key word here,
Allegedly.
was accused of assaulting an intoxicated woman. He took her to a discreet location to have sex with her.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Although he claims the woman blackmailed him and forced his participation.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, yes, the man is always forced to have sex with a woman.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. So, Baumhart charged with 2 felonies, third-degree sexual assault. Looks like he was a 7-year veteran of the department. So
nice.
He should know what he's doing and what's right from wrong at this point.
Yeah.
Yes. Who knows what he's done before this event of getting caught, but that's
I've heard some stories, but I'm not going to say anything on air.
Okay. All right. So he was put on administrative leave. We all know that's a key word for big trouble, and probably isn't going to be returning to the department after this.
I don't think so.
Yes. Okay. So he also submitted his resignation, which is key for either you quit now or we fire you.
Yeah.
Your last hoorah. Sign this paper or this paper.
He's done.
Okay.
He's done.
All right. He was also a canine officer. Poor dog. According to the criminal complaint, a woman told officials that she and her boyfriend and some friends had attended an event in Burlington. Afterwards, they visited a few bars in town. Lots of drinks, lots of shots, lots of dancing.
Typical night in Burlington out here, so.
All right. She left early because she was upset with her boyfriend. She was highly intoxicated, had her shoes off, and decided to walk home.
Again, nothing out of the ordinary in Burlington.
Like she left her shoes? I wonder if they're cheap.
Probably got them from Love's.
God, I would never leave my shoes behind.
Yeah.
Okay. She tripped over the railroad tracks and injured her legs and feet. If she was wearing shoes, this might not have happened.
Good chance.
When she got up, she walked around, heard a male voice call out to her.
Hey, good looking.
See, in my opinion, if a male voice called out to me, I think it was Jesus.
Hey, you want to do some stuff and things?
Then I might not think it's Jesus anymore.
Well, it could be Jesus' cousin, Jed Christ, turns water into Coors Light.
See, that's a man I can work with.
You're telling me, screw wine, give me some Coors Light, and I'll go to communion every weekend.
She saw Baumhart and his canine partner in a dark police vehicle. She walked over to where they were. She was upset, crying, spoke with him, and then asked if anyone could give her a ride. She was upset with her boyfriend. He was drunk, and she did not want to ride with him.
Oh, no.
However, she did want to ride with this random man.
I bet he did.
Yes, a dark vehicle, random man. Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
According to the complainant, this drunk girl with no shoes wrote her name down and put her hands on the vehicle so he could pat her down.
Slowly.
He also said she was under arrest.
Oh.
Why is she under arrest?
That's are they role playing?
Did she turn herself in on purpose?
Or turned herself on?
Ooh.
Could be.
So he began patting her down and put his fingers under her clothes.
Okay.
Eventually putting his fingers inside of her.
Well, I mean, they didn't teach that to us in the academy.
I don't think that was part of the
I may have been sick that day, but I don't think I do pat-downs like that.
Yeah, my pat-downs are bladed.
Yeah.
How about yours?
Not there's no pointy digits going anywhere near anybody's anything.
Yeah, that wasn't in the job description either.
No.
All right. Then she said they were in the car. He asked her to keep her head down. Now, are we with the police or hiding with the police at this?
Yeah.
Are they chasing?
What are you doing?
Interesting.
Is this what they do for the ride-alongs?
Yeah, I've never experienced that on my ride-along.
No.
Okay. So then they drove for a few minutes to a location she did not know. Clearly, he didn't get the directions she gave him to her home.
Right, like the GPS that they all have.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing she remembers, there was wet grass, and they were inside of a warehouse-type building that was dark. So was there grass inside the warehouse?
Well, I don't think that was grass then that she was...
Oh. She must have been very intoxicated.
We will never know.
Okay. Well, she didn't have shoes on, so she could feel the ground.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Okay.
true. Mold? Moss?
Mold and... Oh, kind of warehouse?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, well, let's see. So then it gets good. She then talks to him, and he says, "You owe me a favor. So get down on your knees."
Oh.
What? Okay. All right. So he informs her that she must perform a sexual act.
Okay.
She then tries to perform said sexual act, which is oral sex.
Okay, so she gave him a mouth hug.
She did. She put her lips around the tip. Okay.
Just the tip.
And then she began to gag.
Oh.
Gag, yeah. She told him that she was going to throw up at this point. Now, if a random man asked me to put my mouth on his penis and perform oral sex, I believe gagging would be involved.
Yeah, but that might make him feel better because he's like, oh, yeah, I'm working with something really good down here, baby.
Yeah, that's kind of like a porn-esque.
Yeah,
animal.
yeah, you gag on that with that cottage cheese dick. Is that small or large curd?
Oh my gosh. See, so he must have been somewhat large because, it has to reach the back of her throat to cause gag reflexes.
Or he's uncircumcised, and when she pulled it back, the skin back, like all this from under cheese started leaking. Oh,
so
dude.
not only is he just perverted, but he's dirty.
Doesn't take a shower.
Gross. All right. Well, then she said he asked her to get up, bend over, and began railing her from behind. As a coworker once said, began to long stroke her. Interesting. So he didn't want her mouth around his cock anymore because he realized, she's either gagging because she doesn't like it or she's gagging because I'm that good.
Probably option A. We'll go with that.
I'll go with that too. So after that, she then threw up in the grass. So she threw up after being railed from behind.
Okay. It was just loosened a bunch of stuff up and it came out.
Yeah, so she threw up, and she stated that he drove her to her apartment. So he did know the address.
Oh, okay.
So
he had amnesia earlier and just
premeditated.
came back to him. Right.
Yes.
Of course.
And then the next morning she told her friend, who then took her to the hospital to report it. She searched for canine officers online and found him in a lineup. So that is where we're at. So she was intoxicated, but was able to identify her assailant, which in turn got him in trouble.
That's amazing. So here's the funny part, okay? The complainant said also that she did not want to engage in the sexual acts, but never said no because Sergeant Baumhart was an officer with a gun and a dog, and she was afraid he would retaliate or force her to engage in said sexual acts. She said she was also afraid he would leave her in the building and not give her a ride home. That would suck. She'd wake up, she's like, where am I at?
Yeah, and with no shoes.
And sober walking with no shoes, that's not going to happen. So here's where it gets really interesting, folks. So there was no radio traffic or communication from Baumhart from 1:47 a.m. to 3:24 a.m. That's it. That's pretty quick.
Yeah, he's not very good at this.
Baumhart was also wearing his body camera at the time, but did not activate it during his encounter with the complainant.
Man, he can't rewatch it. That's...
No, it's not for Christmas movies. No. He told investigators, though, that he had been on duty, and he had met said girl, and she had fallen into him, and her chest brushed his arm. He said she had commented that he had touched her inappropriately, but he said he did not. Baumhart said that the complainant had said that if he did not have sex with her and give her a ride home, she would make a complaint against him for raping her. That's right.
So now he's saying she wanted it.
Correct.
So
in his words, she says, if you don't have sex with me, I'm going to tell everybody that you raped me.
So either way, this is going to turn into a rape case.
Yeah. So here's the funny part. You're a cop. She's drunk. If she allegedly said that, arrest her.
Absolutely.
Your body camera, turn it on.
Yes.
The second she starts talking about that, backtrack that conversation and have her say it again. Now it's on camera.
Yes.
Now you can bring her to jail.
Otherwise, you're putting yourself in a situation where you can't get out of.
No.
You're now backed into a corner, whether you made the decision to continue to have sex with her. Backing up, she stated that he assaulted her.
Mm-hmm.
He stated that she blackmailed him.
Yeah.
To assault her. So, either way, in this situation, he's still trying to be the victim?
Well, and speaking of that, it gets even better here. So, he said he told the woman he did not want to have sex with her because he was married and was afraid he could lose his job. Oh, no.
So, in that sense, ladies and gentlemen, if you